Shall we begin? You already know this is Chris, aka Hood Digital, aka the starving YouTuber, aka just for this video, I'll be the technology retard. That's right, the tech retard. That be me. And I guess we got to get to that. The last couple of days, man. First of all, I didn't go to work today. I just couldn't make it. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it today. First of all, I got a toothache. I'm under medication right now, so I feel a little bit better. And the second reason is because today's a holiday. If I would have gone, they would have paid me double. If you don't go, they still have to pay you. So I said, fuck the double, man. I'm just not feeling it today because the last couple of days have been a little, I'm going to say strange. I'm just going to say strange. I'm not really going to say, let's just say challenging. Challenging. First of all, if you look at the previous videos, I purchased the camera. I was a little bit excited about the camera thing. I purchased my camera. As you can see, the video quality is a little bit different. Different site. I'm not doing it with my cell phone anymore. And I hooked up the camera. I even did a little video about the installation. I wasn't such a restart as far as the installation. Then I was excited. I was working, and you see how I did those videos taking calls. And when I hooked up the camera, you see these headsets, right? When I hooked up the camera, I'm taking calls, and you know how I take calls and I narrate the calls. I don't want to get too much into this, but I just want to tell the story because it's crazy. Now, I'm talking on the phone, and of course, I got the mute button. This is the mute button. So I start talking. I was talking to a customer. After I'm talking to the customer, I didn't hang up. I wait for the customer to actually hang up. So I left the call like that. And then I started narrating the calls. And yeah, I said a few things about the customer. I didn't curse, but I just started saying, oh, these Americans, this and that, these Americans, this and that. I went a little bit overboard. And I didn't know that the camera was hooked up to the microphone output of the computer, not this. So this was not working. I don't know exactly how that went because remember, I'm the technology retard. All I know is that I pressed mute, and after I said what I said, the customer was like, "You know I can hear you, right?" And that's when all hell broke loose, man. I hung up the call, and let's just say that I'm hoping that she doesn't decide to call and make a big fuss about it because it'll probably cost me not really my job, I wouldn't say, but it'll cost me my privilege of working at home, and it would be sad at the stage that I'm on as far as doing what I want to do. It will put a big dent in my accomplishments. It would put a big setback in my focus of my journey, of the actual direction I want to go. So, lesson learned. I won't be doing that no more. I won't be taking any calls. Um, I won't be doing that. I'm gonna pause the video a moment because I'm gonna turn on the AC. I forgot to turn on the AC. Okay, so the AC's turned on. Now let me get a little bit drink of water. Have to have my H2O. So, like I was saying, lesson learned, man. It is what it is. I'm willing to assume responsibility for whatever comes next. All I could tell you is I'm gonna keep working, man. I'm not giving this thing up because that's like that experience right there was like another sign that I need to keep fighting, man. I need financial freedom. I just need to keep fighting. I need to work on this YouTube channel. I'm not getting any views. I'm a little bit I'm set back as far as that, but I'm just gonna keep working. I'm just gonna keep it moving. I've been and my wife, she I love her to death. I love her to death because she always picks me up. She always lets me know not to give up, even by not saying it. Even when she's not saying it, she's saying it. And she tells me, "You just started this." You know, and it's true. I've seen videos where you got people that make 1,000 videos and don't get a penny. I was looking at a video with this old man, and he said it. He said his first 1,000 videos, he didn't make a dime. His first 1,000 videos. So, like I said, after that, let me keep going. After that, I try to fix it, and I try to do other videos. I did a bunch of videos. I even did some reaction videos with my wife, which I'm not putting out because I'm learning the OBS software. I have that. I haven't mastered it. I know a little bit of things. I could do like a reaction video, but as far as the transitions and everything else, I haven't gotten to that, and that's where the tech retard comes in. See, I have a little problem, and what makes me smart is that I recognize my weaknesses. I recognize my strengths. I recognize what I need to work on, and I'm not too patient. I'm not too patient when it comes to watching videos because because whenever you watch a video like a tutorial video, I get impatient because they don't get to the point. Like, for example, how to get more views. You got 1,000 videos like that coming in now. With the settings on your channel. And then when you put it on, they first start talking all this irrelevant stuff, let's just say. They start talking all this irrelevant stuff, and you start listening and you just want to fast forward because they don't get to the point. Then when you fast forward, you got to come back because you actually missed something. Then you say, well, let me watch the whole video. So I get impatient. And then something else, when they do a tutorial on something and I figured that I already learned enough, I just turn it off and I say, okay, but I'm good with this. I'll learn the rest whenever. So that makes me impatient. I have to work on that. I have to work on that. I have to have patience, especially when it comes to YouTube videos. And I get it. I mean, I'm a YouTuber myself, even though I'm a starving YouTuber, I'm still a YouTuber. And I get it. You need to make the video as long as possible for the YouTube hours and whatnot. I get all that. I get it. I totally get it. It's just me as an audience. As the audience of those videos, I have no patience. I will be working on my patience. I promise you that I will be working on everything that I need to be working on. Life is a. See, I was watching a video. Let me just tell you this one. Rock Kim. Rock Kim, one of the greatest rappers alive, one of the greatest rappers of all time, one of the goats of hip hop. I think it was yesterday that was interviewing him, and he said, "What have you learned all this time in hip hop?" He said, and I know I'm not quoting exactly what he said, but he said, "I've learned that there's a lot to learn. I learned that you don't stop learning." He said something to that effect. And it's so fucking true. You don't. And the moment you turn into a life retard, it's the moment you stop recognizing that. The moment that you stop believing or realizing, let's just say, that life is a lesson, a never ending lesson, an endless lesson. It only ends when your life itself ends. And it's so damn true. So damn true. So moving to moving right along, because I want to make sure I cover everything. So I'm thinking, damn, what type of videos do I want to do? And I love these type of videos where I just sit down and I just talk. I do because it's such a stress reliever. I love it. It's such a stress reliever. But I have to stay. probably not going to be as entertaining eventually. I do have a lot to talk about. I could do tutorials because I've seen that some people they just do tutorials on channels and different types of programs and different things, and you could tell they learned that from another YouTuber. So I could do that, but then again, it's not really what I want to do. It's not really what I want to do. I do want to make money off of this. I want to do something that brings me money. I want to do something that eventually I could say, I don't want to do this call center thing no more. Let me just leave this alone and just have financial freedom. I could go all over this country and record. There's a lot of channels like that. They're very lucrative. Um, but I'm not too much into traveling because of the fact that there is a lot of danger in traveling. There's a lot of shit that comes with it. The automobile accidents here are crazy. They just out of control, and that's not what I want to do. Then I could do reaction videos on music, but then again, that only works for young guys listening to old school music. It's not gonna work for me. You know why? Because I'm not gonna be objective. I'm just gonna be an old man. They're gonna say I'm gonna be an old bitter man, and I'll probably make money off of that because that's gonna cause controversy. I like the controversy. I like the debating thing. I like the fact that you say something and somebody will challenge you, but not the big controversy and just go viral as far as everybody on me and everybody trying. I mean, I don't really want that type of attention. And then I started thinking. Um, I'm a big fan of WWE. By the way, Netflix Raw is on tonight. Can't wait to see that. Um, Prediction: the Ula Fala is staying on Solo Sokoa. Somebody's coming in new. Something's gonna happen there, but I don't see Roman Reigns getting the Ula Fala because they probably figured that if they take the Ula Fala from Solo Sokoa, that there's nothing else for Solo Sokoa. All the bloodline. There is no new bloodline without the Ula Fala. So I don't think they're ready to do that yet. So, spoiler, the Ula Fala is staying on Solo Sokoa. See, so this I could do. This I could do because I like WWE. I'm a diehard fan of WWE. I fucks with any AEW a little bit. Like I'll watch. Like for example, right now I look at the highlights of the what's the Hurt Syndicate because of course those are people from WWE. Uh, Edge Adam Copeland just changed his name to I believe Cope. I seen that. Chris Jericho, he needs to retire, man. He's just, I mean, he needs to retire. That's it, man. It's too much. Chris Jericho, you ain't no Sting, man. You're not gonna do it that long. Your body, I mean, you could tell already. Your body is showing it. I would love for Chris Jericho to just stop and watch one of his matches. See, I just got into wrestling, and it's just, it's just crazy. You see, I could be doing that. What I have decided to do, and this was after the conversation I had with Wifey, was to do crime reaction videos. Because, as you already know, I'm an ex-con. I'm a big fan of crime shows. First 48, Unusual Suspects, See No Evil, everything they show on A&E. As far as serial killers, I've seen all the episodes of Forensic Files. I am a die-hard fan of the cold case classics. And I was watching some arrest videos yesterday and I was like going over it, acting like if I was making reactions to it. And it does sound like something I want to do. So I'm still like, oh, and you see, I did a workout video Check that out. I did a little workout video. It doesn't have any views, but I did a little workout video. I was in the gym and just decided to do that. It was Sunday, and there was nobody there, so I was able to get that off. If y'all watch it, yes, I know I need to work on my gut. My gut is all over the place, just like my brain right now. I want to do this, I want to do that, and I don't know what exactly to do, what niche to hit. Um, but now that I'm doing this video right now, I say I should do WWE, and I'm gonna stick to. Let me just say something. I want to say this. Randy Orton should be the next undisputed champion. Randy Orton is getting fucked in the ass. Let's just say he's getting screwed, man. I'm a big fan of Randy Orton. Big fan of Randy Orton. Kevin Owens, he's good. He's all right, but doesn't really deserve to be there. Like they're gonna fight at the Rumble. See, they always use Kevin Owens like a main event jobber. Like he's not gonna take the belt from Cody Rhodes at the Royal Rumble. That's not gonna happen. They should have done that at the other Saturday night's main event that's coming up. They even should have done it on Netflix Raw. They probably didn't do it because Roman Reigns is gonna be there. It's gonna be too packed. The card was gonna, but they should have done it. They should have left that match. They shouldn't have done that match at the Rumble. They shouldn't. They should have never left that match at the Rumble. I think Randy Orton is gonna come in. I would love to see Cody Rhodes and versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania. I would love to see that. Cody Rhodes versus The Rock. I mean, the they don't WWE doesn't really need The Rock anymore. They don't want to realize it, but that's it. They did have that match, the head of the table match between The Rock versus Roman Reigns. People don't really care about that no more. They're gonna do it, and by the time they do it, that's it. The hype has gone down because you need to give the people what they want when they want it. It's just like Sting versus The Undertaker. It's fucking sad when you study that and you say, wow, it's so fucking crazy. The money, the fucking money that Vince McMahon threw in the garbage or actually let pass by. Not just him. Because, motherfucker, you needed to think about other people wanted to make money too, man. You should have you should have done that, man. A lot of people would have made money. The Undertaker, Sting would have made a lot of money. Everybody, even the people that hook up the ring would have made money off of this. It's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. And moving on, The Rock versus Roman Reigns. If they decide to do it, well, it's up to The Rock, of course. It's up to The Rock. But if they decide to do it, it's gonna be too late. The hype is not gonna be there anymore. It's not. It's not. And they're probably gonna keep on with this OTC new bloodline storyline and push it to WrestleMania. Have The Rock come in, and then The Rock fights Roman Reigns for the Ula Fala. And that's when Roman Reigns will get the Ula Fala and beat The Rock. John Cena, John Cena versus CM Punk. That would be exciting. And let me tell you why. It will be exciting not just because of the actual match, because John Cena's matches, they're no longer attractive. John Cena done lost it. John Cena's just the same old stuff. And that's it. But the actual storyline behind the match between John Cena and CM Punk, that's a fucking moneymaker. And sorry I'm cursing a lot because I know this is WWE, but that would be a moneymaker. That would be a moneymaker. John Cena versus Punk. The actual match, they'll hype up the match and it'll be good, but it's not going to be as good because John Cena's not going to be able to keep up with CM Punk. CM Punk's he's still got it, but that's because CM Punk his back, his body is already adapted to it. It's not like me that I just went to the gym yesterday and I'm still fucking sore as hell. No. CM Punk, he's been doing it. Look at that match he just had with look at that all those matches he just had with Drew McIntyre. That was awesome. Um let's see, what else could we do for WrestleMania? The winner of this year's Royal Rumble, CM Punk, no question. CM Punk. CM Punk. If it was up to me, just if it was up to me, if I would have been Triple H right now, I would have done and The Rock, assuming that The Rock wouldn't go to WrestleMania, because if The Rock go to WrestleMania, the most logical thing is The Rock versus Roman Reigns. But you know what I would do? I would do Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. What the hell is Triple H waiting on for that match? It's like, if you notice, they've carried that so freaking long because Roman Reigns never beat Seth Rollins. He beat everybody while he was on top with the Undisputed Champion, the Olafala, the Tribal Chief, blah, blah, blah. But people forget. They just do that. They just put that in like they just put that in the cabinet somewhere. They stuck that in the shelf, in the cut. They just had that match, but he never beat him. So that's something that I know that they have in their arsenal. Triple H has that in their arsenal. I would have pulled the trigger this WrestleMania on that. I would have. But it probably doesn't make because it's different scenarios. Another scenario is that Triple H is probably thinking it doesn't make sense right now because that would make the most sense if that match was for the belt. If that match would have been for the belt. Something else I would have done, Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa. That would have been good. They could have done, if The Rock comes in, they could. I mean, there's so many things that they could do. They could do. Let's assuming The Rock, because whether The Rock comes in is going to make a big difference. Listen, I would do Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes for that belt. Have Randy Orton go over. We need Randy Orton with that belt again, but we need the heel Randy Orton. We need the heel Randy Orton. We don't need the face Randy Orton. No, we need Randy Orton, vintage Randy. That's what we effing need. We need him to join um, Kevin Owens, and just keep it moving. Something else is you notice that, man, I got into this WWE is that I'm such a big fan. Um, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. They need to do something with that. They need to separate them. And they need to do something with Jimmy so they don't lose him. But they can't just have Jimmy riding on Jay's curtail. It just doesn't work. It's a disrespect to the actual legacy of the Usos. They should do something with Jimmy. They should keep Jimmy away from Jay. I don't know, the next draft or something, and have Jay go into a different storyline. Hell, send him to NXT, but just keep them away, so Jimmy could build himself his own legacy, his own lane. He could find his own lane as far as a single competitor. My man LA Knight, man. Oh man, my man LA Knight. Yo, I am such a big fan of LA Knight, man. But they dragging my man in the mud. What the hell is going on? WWE is dropping the effing ball with LA Knight. And LA Knight he is losing his sauce a little bit. But now, man, LA Knight, man, WWE has money with LA Knight, man. They do. They do, man. I mean, Shinsuke Nakamura, but it was good. They should give him back, either give him back the belt or do something with LA Knight, man. Do something with him, man. LA Knight is money. LA Knight is money. Let's go to the females. Can't wait for Charlotte Flair, the queen, to come back, man. That's my girl right there. That's my girl. Um, the glow. Nah, we need to stop with the glow, man. Send her to NXT, man. It's not working. I don't know why they're giving her so much stuff, but it's just not working, man. That glow and no, 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 no. We're not. The glow is it's not glowing no more. And they're gonna find a storyline like that. I bet you that Bianca Belair is gonna come out as the one that betrayed um Jade Cargill, and then they're gonna set up the match at WrestleMania. They're gonna set that match up. That's what's gonna happen. Jade Cargill's gonna come out and cost them the belt somehow, and they're gonna set up the match for WrestleMania, and it's not gonna be a title match. I don't think they need a title match. Tiffany Stratton, who I see her going against, man, I better be Charlotte. It better be Charlotte. I hope Charlotte comes in tonight. I hope Charlotte returns tonight. Becky Lynch might return tonight, but I'd rather see Charlotte, man. We need the queen, man. We need the queen, man. I need the queen back. I need to see the queen, but I need the queen heel though. I need the queen as a heel, man. I need the queen to be back. She needs to be back, man, because it's not working. And this thing with this thing here with Liv Morgan, man, we need to stop that. That's it, man. That's it. Leave this alone. We need to take this somewhere else. We've been dragging this too much with Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. That was dragging. The Judgment Day. Now they changed their theme song to a hip hop type of song. It's not working. That's dying out. See, I don't understand. Sometimes WWE drops the ball so much. Like, look what they did to LA Knight, right? They just dropped him. But he wasn't really losing it. He just wasn't getting the actual push he needs. But he was in a setup where he was really just fighting jobbers, like he kept fighting the same people all over again. So they needed to push him somewhere else. Something else. Gunther, that's it, man. Gunther's overrated, man. I agree with Vince McMahon in a case like that. He's overrated. He's overrated. He's a good wrestler, awesome wrestler, but he's overrated, man. He's overrated. You need to give that belt back to. You need to have CM Punk take that belt off of him. And I know they're setting it up because they're doing it on live shows, but he needs to go. He needs to get pushed down and maybe fight with Ludwig Kaiser or something, having beef with him. But I hope he doesn't have the belt by the time WrestleMania comes. It's just not feasible. It's not. It's not. They should have CM Punk. Well, they're probably gonna do CM Punk versus Cena. That's what they're probably gonna have. CM Punk versus Cena. That would make the most sense. Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins versus Gunther would be pretty good. They'll probably do that. I think they don't have all the matches set just yet because a lot of things could happen. I don't think they have all the matches. I think they have a lot of what ifs. They might have a few things concrete as far as what they want to do for WrestleMania. I know they already know the winner of the Royal Rumble. Who's it going to be? I don't have John Cena as the winner of the Royal Rumble. I got CM Punk as the winner of the Royal Rumble. But if CM Punk wins, then it's not going to be John Cena versus Punk. So they're probably going to do Gunther versus CM Punk. Gunther versus CM Punk. John Cena. John Cena will make the most sense for LA Knight to bring him up. But John Cena is not trying to bring up nobody. John Cena is trying to go out with either the Intercontinental belt or the heavyweight belt. But anyway, man, I got into wrestling, man. I think this is what I need to do. Uh, Let me. I'm thinking about doing a reaction video later on. I'm bumming today. I'm just laying back and just studying things and see how it goes. I'm probably gonna try a reaction video later on tonight, a crime reaction video. But like I said, I have a lot of things that I want to do. I want to do. In the meantime, man, be safe. Like, subscribe. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Get with me. Peace.